Adam, honours shared here at Silverlands, the third consecutive 1-0 scoreline of the campaign. How did you see the performance?
Superb performance. I thought second half in particular we were the better team, dominated pretty much all the second half really, and obviously scored. I felt we should have won really. I'm a little bit disappointed, and so are the players that we've not got all 3 points, because I thought second half we were, the better team. Thought we had plenty of possession, got into some good areas, created several really good opportunities, which were maybe just a bit unfortunate on 1 or 2. But overall, kind of with everything that's been thrown at us in the last 24 hours, I think for us to come here and put on that kind of performance, I think the players deserve immense credit, and it keeps our unbeaten run going.
You mentioned obviously about the 24 hours was a little bit of a slower start to this game. Obviously now Isaac and now George, the weather surface perhaps as well playing a little bit of a factor. What do you attribute to the sort of the ramping start that you guys had here today?
I thought we started the game well. I thought the first 10-15 minutes, thought we moved the ball well, looked quite comfortable. It's a poor goal for us to concede, just so easy, one pass through the middle of the pitch. And obviously the lad's gone round Cameron and scored. It's too soft, that, from our perspective. And I felt probably for 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe after that, we just lost our way a little bit. And I didn't think in that first half generally that we were aggressive enough. We didn't win enough duels, we didn't land on enough second balls, we weren't aggressive enough with the ball. That was the thing that we wanted to kind of see improve in the second half really, and credit to the players for what they did. Thought we got on the front foot, got on top, won a lot more duels, we were much more aggressive with and without the ball, and you felt that equaliser coming, and obviously when it goes in, and you've obviously got still I think 13-14 minutes on the clock, I think it was, with 8 minutes obviously stoppage time. You felt like there was only going to be one winner really, but they obviously brought 2 top strikers on at the end of the game, and they came on and helped them get up the pitch, and that led to them having a few opportunities off long throws mostly. But I think it would have been really unjust if we'd have not got something out of the game. But I felt we were the better team over the course of 90 minutes, and probably should have won it.
Let's touch on as well the conclusion of the game, because it was certainly in the media position a little bit of a confusing end to it. Marnie's been taken down over on the far side touchline in an advanced area. The referee blows, we presume, for the free kick, and it's full time.
Yeah.
What did you see the situation?
Well, I thought it was rubbish, to be honest. And I told the ref that. I told him that. I went straight on the pitch and told him I thought he had a decent game. He added on, 8 minutes, which was probably right, because they were killing the clock all the second half, and I thought he had a decent game, the referee, but I thought he got that wrong, and I told him, because we're 3v1, it's a blatant foul. From my understanding, he blew and signalled for a free kick, and then he blew 2 more times and stopped the game, and he's having to wave his liners onto the pitch, because I don't think anybody knew that the game had actually stopped. So I thought it were poor really. I think he's probably just done it to avoid the possibility of us putting the ball in the box and maybe nicking it late on. He obviously ended up playing 90 seconds over the 8 minutes, but there were multiple stoppages within the 8 minutes because of the fatigue on both teams. And we were sat down a few weeks ago and told that adequate time would be added on, which it was. But then if there's stoppages within that added time, then add more on. I'd like to have seen if they'd have played it if it was the other way around. But listen, outside of that, and I do sometimes give officials an hard time, and I don't mean to, because it's a job that I certainly couldn't do, and I don't envy them in the slightest, but I thought he got that wrong.
Well, tough job next week on Saturday, hosting against Scunthorpe. What are your thoughts ahead again?
Just another big game, and it's the next game. They're all big games. Obviously, I know that things will be made, that it's Scunthorpe, and they've obviously come down. There's a lot of expectation on them this year, but for us, it's just the next game. This league's tough, and you've got to respect every opponent equally. So it'll be a tough game, but we're at home, and it's one that we'll look to try and win.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers.